Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the first session of parenting. So, I would like to start the parenting session from the transition of a man and woman into a parent. If you see that we are honored to become parent because we are part of creation. Nothing in this world has happened by chance. It has happened over a period by a plan. The supreme power or the power of the world, there is a power to control the creation. The second thing what we need to understand with the transition of the parents is 9 months is given to be a father or be a mother for a young adult or a woman. So these are the two important things we need to understand, that it's a privilege to become parent. So the transition of parents, the transition of a woman and a man to become parent is also very much mandatory. We don't think that the parenthood starts when the baby is in your hand. The parenthood starts when the baby is inside the womb. A mother can really understand about parenting because by 5th month, when the baby starts kicking, when your baby starts responding to the words or the songs or any kind of atmosphere, you're able to understand how baby is related to a mother. So same way, a father is not fortunate to get the kicks of the baby during the pregnancy period, but he can feel it, or he can be a part of mother's joy by being a part of it. So I would like to say that the first thing as a father or mother, we need to understand that we should not think of making our children into professionals like doctors or teachers or any models or something. We need to understand that the focus of parenting is to make the new human being that is going to be in this world to be a responsible and a person who is an honor of a loving and caring heart. The second thing we need to understand that during the pregnancy period, all the women totally depend on mother or a motherly figure. But I would say, I'm not saying it's wrong, but we need to understand that a father and mother is called to be parent. So the husband also feel the responsibility of a baby when you are with the husband. So if you see the parenthood, when the parents are with you or the mothers or any woman is with you, we can see there are a lot of myths that is followed in the pregnancy period. I'm not telling myths are, you should not follow myth, because all the things, all the beliefs of the family or culture we will follow, but analyze the belief and you follow. Otherwise, an unknown fear is actually persistent in our life. When you are following what your mother says do like this, or your mother-in-law says do like this, you need to analyze why they are saying so. Once you know there is a fact behind it, even though they may not know the science behind it, it will help you. The next point I would like to discuss on this transition to a new parenthood is the preparation of the husband. I already told that my husband is the first person who's happy and be responsible before me to be the father or the parent of my twins. So the first thing, once I diagnosed with twin pregnancy, John said, Jones is my husband, and he told me one line as, Sindhu, you are not going to your mother's house due for delivery, because I want to be the part of the pregnancy. I want to be the part of the children during the pregnancy period. It was difficult initially because it is against the culture. In the Indian scene, it is a different culture, but I stood to it because I feel that it gives more impact with values is speaking, the involvement of father to the pregnancy. The next important point I would like to highlight is he prepared the delivery bag at the month of 6, because twin pregnancy, anything can happen at any time. And he prepared the kit and he kept it in the car, because a couple of friends had done a mistake that the wife prepared the bag and kept, and when the pain came, husband took the vegetable bag and ran with her to the hospital. So to avoid that mistake of our friends, the bag is kept in the car. And another funny part is my Jones is always concerned how much diaper he need to buy throughout the time period till the child is toilet training. So I would say we had a good time of pregnancy. Then the other point I want to highlight is breastfeeding. We know that for 6 months, the first 6 months, you can give only breastfeeding. But you should not stop breastfeeding at that particular 6 months. The World Health Organization says that you should breastfeed the child for 2 years. And WHO doesn't say that you will stop breastfeeding by 2 years. Breastfeeding can be stopped when you and your children are having a mutual consent, or you and your child is having a mutual consent. I'm proud to say that I breastfeed my twins for 4 years, and the lesson what I learned from my life of breastfeeding my children for 4 years is that the emotional support or the emotional strength what my children is having, the breastfeeding played an important role. So I encourage all the mothers to breastfeed the children with a positive attitude than thinking that it's a pain for you. So another thing you need to understand the importance of breastfeeding is breastfeeding is the only time you can keep your baby next to your chest. The baby cannot be so close to your chest more than a minute or a second unless you are breastfeeding the child. So take breastfeeding as a positive thing and go ahead with it. And the next point I would like to highlight on parenthood is a sacrificial life. Our parents sacrificed enough. That's why we reached what we are now. If you see, it maybe you are seeing only the beautiful side of parenthood, but once the baby has come out, you may have sleepless nights. Your eating pattern has been changed. The rhythm of the house will be upside down because a new member is added without any order. So our aim is to make them into order. At that time, we need to understand that we may be sacrificing ourselves. Our figure may go, our look may go, but these things are irreversible things that you can get it back. But what you're offering to your child is irreversible thing in the growth and development of the baby. Don't think that when I speak so nice that pregnancy is good for me. At 7th month, I had the second attack of chicken pox, and by 9th month, 36 weeks of gestation, I had issues with one of my baby, that is Enoch, and there was a question for his life. And all the pediatricians said that Enoch will not live more than 3 months. More than that, my babies were Momo twins, monochorionic, monoamniotic twins. The story of my pregnancy is miracle. I would like to share in the coming episodes. But the thing is, so many hindrances happened during the pregnancy. But God enabled us to move out from that. And the positive part of my pregnancy is I and my husband don't face it together, so that it was not I'm alone. My husband was assigned to be the parent, is with me from the starting of conception till now. Now they are 4.5 years. Till now my husband is with me. So we need to understand that we always depend on the mother or anyone to be during the parenthood or initial steps, but we need to understand that they may speak so many things, but they are not with you throughout your life. But when you're keeping your husband with you, when the husband is ready, or the preparation of the husband will help you to take you for the 9 months of journey along with the parenthood. So I really wish this episode is a good session for you, an encouraging session for you, which can help you to come out from the one of the milestones of woman's life. May God bless you and happy parenthood. I would like to end up this session by adding a small video of my children. The videos are very important, my darling people, because our children grow very fast. Time goes fast, children grows fast. And by the end, we have only these small videos which can nourish that how much we enjoyed and how much we struggled, because these videos and these photos really speaks of our life. Enjoy it. See you soon. God bless you.